Welcome to our channel, the ETF Investor, where we help you navigate markets with smarter ETF strategies. The U.S. Treasury is issuing over $600 billion in short-term debt this quarter. That's a massive surge in T-bills, and it's already rippling through the bond market. What does this mean for ETF investors? Let's break it down and share our list of ETFs to buy and sell now. In Q3, the Treasury is expected to issue between $600 to $667 billion in Treasury bills, far above recent levels. This wave of issuance is meant to finance growing deficits under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, and it leans heavily on short-term debt rather than long-dated bonds. More supply equals more yield competition. That can reshape everything from money markets to long bonds to inflation expectations. ETFs to buy SHIV, iShares. Short Treasury Bond ETF tracks short-term U.S. government bonds with 1 year or less to maturity. Direct exposure to the rising T-bill yields. VGSH, Vanguard Short-Term Treasury ETF. With a 1-3-year maturity profile, it strikes a balance between safety and yield. Great for parking cash or waiting out volatility. BIL, SPDR, Bloomberg, 1-3 month. T-bill ETF. Ultra-short duration and one of the most liquid in its class. A cash alternative gaining traction with institutional flows. ICSH, iShares Ultra Short-Term Bond ETF. Not pure treasuries, but an option for yield seekers who want slightly more juice while staying low risk. ETFs to watch or try on TLT. iShares 20-plus year Treasury Bond ETF. Long duration equals big interest rate risk. Heavy T-bill issuance may steepen the yield curve, putting pressure on long bonds. IEF, iShares 7-10-year Treasury Bond ETF. Also vulnerable to rate normalization and curve moves. TIP, iShares. TIPS Bond ETF. Inflation. Expectations may not rise fast enough to justify holding this during a short-term funding surge. T-bill issuance at this scale doesn't happen often, and it's reshaping the yield curve in real time. If you're not thinking tactically about your fixed income ETF exposure, now is the time. Drop a comment below. What are your favorite bond ETFs right now? Short-term, intermediate, and long-term? Thanks for watching the ETF Investor. If this gave you clarity, hit that like button, share your ETF moves in the comments, and be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We drop ETF insights every week. And remember, investing involves risk. And this video is not financial advice. Always do your own research or speak with a professional advisor.